camera rolling?
Yep, it's rolling.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a huge fight here at AC. Oh, not again.
No. Do you know what tonight was utter bullshit? I had Erica Reed down here and we were meant to have this showcase women's match. And yet again, Duke Marshall interrupts? That's absolute bullshit and you know it. I want Duke Marshall. I do not even care that he is now the ACW Tag Team Champion. I want Duke Marshall one-on-one at New Dawn.
You know what, Riley? You're right. It's time for this business between you and the firm to be put to bed once and for all. So if you want Duke Marshall at New Dawn, you've got Duke Marshall at New Dawn.
And keep on note, I want Erica Reed one-on-one clean next time.
Thunderstruck! Thunderstruck! Yeah, Thunderstruck! Ooh, Thunderstruck! Now we see it at the knees. Could I come again,
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of ACW Thunderstruck. As always, my name is Trent JM, and I am accompanied by the General Manager of ACW, Nick Savage.
At the start of the show, Trent, we saw Riley ask me for a match against Duke Marshall, and I've granted her that match, and we will see them meet in the ring first up tonight.
That's right, Riley has a long storied history with the firm, and she's looking to put that to bed tonight by taking out Duke Marshall.
And after that, the ACW Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Finally, we will see Downunder and Redshaw meet in the ring. However, Mr Cliff invoked his right to a heavyweight championship rematch, so he will be in the ring as well. It will be a triple threat match for the ACW Heavyweight Championship.
That's going to be an incredible match, explosive, and I'm very excited to see that, as sure as all of you are. Now please make sure to subscribe to ACW on YouTube so you don't miss out on any of the action. Let's get into the show. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the queen of ACW, Riley, is taking on one half of the ACW Tag Team Champions in Duke Marshall. The Raging Bull has made himself a nuisance in the side of Riley, interfering in several of her previous matches and preventing her from picking up a winning streak here since her return. He's been just a thorn. In fact, all of the firm have been a thorn in the side of Riley as of late.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, Trent. And you said several of Riley's matches? From memory, Duke Marshall's come out and got involved in just about all of Riley's matches since she's made a return here at ACW.
That's right. There's been a long-standing rivalry between Riley and the firm. Joe Mundy, in fact, the former ACW Evolve champion, he lost his championship to Malachi Slick when he attempted to cheat in that match, but Riley prevented him from doing so, which aided in Malachi picking up the victory. Riley and Malachi, of course, being friends going back a long time as well. Malachi helping Riley trying to get back in the ring. And since then, since the firm has united together, they've just been deciding, you know what, we're going to take Riley down a notch. What a catch here by Duke Marshall. Swinging the head of Riley into the barricade. Right in front of the audience. A vicious maneuver by Duke Marshall.
This match could be over. The referee checking on Riley. She must have said she's good to continue, but goodness me. What a blow to the head early in this match. That's gotta hurt.
Getting support from the fans there, right in the corner. And the referee beginning his count.
Well, you've got to think that this could go all the way to a 10 count, and this match could be over before it even started.
Riley getting back in the ring. She's not going to let that keep her down. Ducking a clothesline and a pin. Just a 2 count. Of course, Riley has faced off with several members of the firm. Izzy Shaw, predominantly. They've had a singles encounter before and a 3-way match with Erica Reed.
That's right, Erica Reed of the prehistoric Death Cult. Riley and Erica have had several encounters over the years here at ACW. Izzy and Riley have had several encounters over the years here at ACW as well.
So one half of the tag team champions of Duke Marshall. He's looking to... Oh, Joe Mundy there, pulling the hair and taking out Riley, choking her.
Taking advantage while the referee's back's turned. The referee didn't see any... Oh, well, the referee almost caught Izzy Shaw there.
Izzy just kind of ruffling her hair a little bit, but the referee made sure she didn't do anything more. Draped in the flag of the firm and carrying Duke's ACW Tag Team Championship title. And Duke focusing offense on the arm in the corner as well.
As you said before, Trent, huge rivalry here between all of the members of the firm and Riley. Riley responsible for Joe Mundy losing the ACW Evolve Championship to Malachi Slick. That led to a match between Riley and Joe Mundy, which Joe Mundy beat Riley in.
When Duke Marshall came in and made sure she was not going to pick up that victory in her return.
That's correct, and that's seemingly the time where Duke Marshall started getting involved in just about every match that Riley's had, and here we are.
It must be a game to him. I don't know what has driven Duke Marshall to interfere in so many of Riley's matches in particular, but he just seems intent on ruining her return and just ruining her career, essentially.
But from what I can tell, it's pure hatred.
It must be. And Riley's looking to squish this and squash the rivalry here tonight. She wants to end it. She's sick of the firm. She wants to just blow it off here and defeat Duke Marshall if she can.
Duke Marshall now putting Riley over the ropes again and working the arm, using the ropes to his advantage. He's got, of course, a 5 count to break the hold. The referee tells him now you have to break it.
Now
Izzy Shaw, once again, while the ref's not looking, taking advantage of that and working on Riley on the ropes. Oh, and the referee almost caught her again.
It doesn't help when there's 2 additional members of the same faction on the outside. The ref has got to keep a close eye.
As you saw there, the ref having words with Joe Mundy as well.
And a bulldog from Riley.
He didn't quite get all of that, Trent. That damage to the arm. Goes for the cover, but couldn't get the cover on either. That damage to the arm prevented Riley from getting the bulldog on properly, prevented her from getting a proper pin on Duke Marshall.
That's right, smart offense on the arm, able to stop someone from being able to pin effectively. That stop on the... Oh my goodness! You see the way it bent?
Riley now trying to find some refuge on the ropes.
Duke Marshall,
the corner as well.
Duke Marshall has an incredible moveset, a good mixture of technical and just powerful ability and powerful attacks in his moveset. And he's being technical so far. He hasn't had to whip out the spear yet, but he has played tremendous fiddle to Riley in damaging the arm.
That seems to be all he's interested in at the moment, is working that arm, wearing Riley down, taking away those offensive moves like the bulldog that Riley likes to use so much and so effectively.
Not just damaging her arm, but trying to damage her career in the wrestling ring is Duke Marshall.
Yeah, that's right. Riley's already been out once before for several years, made a big comeback recently, and Duke Marshall trying to put her back out of wrestling for good.
And Riley trying to fight back, trying to hit him with a suplex, but Duke able to get out of it. Big forearm strike.
I think that's that damage to the arm coming into play again. Riley not able to get in there and give him the fisherman's suplex.
The fisherman's suplex, of course, a move I have previously miscalled. The fisherman's suplex is a difficult one to hit, especially like the damage inflicted to Riley here. It's hard to make pins. It's hard to do anything effectively when your ligaments are worn out and bruised and damaged like this.
Here we go again. Duke Marshall using the ropes.
Joe Mundy and Izzy Shaw are loving how this match is going so far.
Well, why wouldn't you be? If you were Joe Mundy, if you were Izzy Shaw, you were watching the person that you hate the most in Riley getting the absolute tar beat out of her by Duke Marshall. You'd be over Riley now with a roll-up. And again, that arm prevents her from getting a proper pin.
Big DDT in the middle of the ring by Duke Marshall. Perhaps taking Riley out there. Shoulder's not down. Good call by the referee.
And Riley's smart enough to keep the shoulder off of the mat there and prevent the count.
Good eye from the ref. You've got to have both shoulders to the mat. Riley crawling to the corner now. Duke Marshall, what's he got in mind here?
Looks like he's going for a whip.
Big splash in the corner.
Goodness me, Duke Marshall's a big man.
He is.
I can tell you, Trent, I've been squashed in the corner by big men before, and that...
And a suplex in the middle of the ring by Duke Marshall. This could be it now. I really want you to finish that sentence, Nick. You've been squished by big men in the corner before.
It hurts.
It hurts. I can
hurts.
imagine. I've had the pleasure during my training of being squished before in the corner. Well, not the pleasure, I would actually say the unfortunate receiving end of a few splashes. And trust me, someone, like the size difference here between Riley and Duke, that would inflict a lot of pain.
It certainly would.
Bringing Riley up to the second rope, but Riley able to kick Duke Marshall off.
Tornado DDT.
Middle of the ring, can Riley capitalize? Can she roll it? She's not rolling over for the pin. Her
That
arm.
damage to the arm and the shoulder is certainly taking its toll.
And the referee doing a count now. Money and Izzy trying to rally support, trying to get Duke to his feet. The crowd
Getting behind Riley. They want to see Riley win. Riley, a big fan favourite here at ACW.
Riley shirts all over the crowd. Both competitors to their feet. Riley now building up a bit of steam here.
Ducks the clothesline into a neck breaker. Can she capitalise though?
Riley here has to build momentum. Has to wear Duke Marshall down. He's not an easy competitor to beat. Facebuster. But Duke wisely rolling to the ropes.
Well, that's smart. That's smart. Izzy Shaw put the foot up on the ropes, but realistically, Trent, that foot was going to roll under the ropes anyway.
Riley tried to catch him and make sure she could get the pin in, but Izzy able to help out Duke Marshall and put the foot on the rope. Duke now to the outside. The firm, fortunately, keeping their distance.
Looks like Duke Marshall's just rolled out to try and catch his breath.
Kick to the chest. And there we go, the Hurricane Rana to the outside, effectively hit this time.
That's not a move that you want to be taking. Outside, concrete floor, thin mats. That's going to do some serious damage to Duke Marshall.
Very thin mats. Trust me, you don't have a lot of support out there. And he's just taking Hurricane Rana to the outside. Riley could win this match by count out if she wanted.
I don't think that's how Riley wants to win this, Trent. Riley wants to win this decisively. She wants to put this to bed once and for all. See, there we go. Riley demanding that Duke Marshall get back in the ring.
And Joe Mundy here, helping out.
I don't think that's right. And the referee right in front of the referee. It looks like the referee's had enough.
He's giving him a warning. That's not now. Izzy Shaw climbing to the top. The referee is done with Izzy.
It looks like he is. What's he gonna? Is he gonna kick him out? Is the referee gonna kick them out? He is.
There they go. Izzy Shaw and Joe Mundy are out of here. No more support for Duke Marshall.
The referee saying, "I've had an absolute gutful of you two. get out of here.
In the 10-second period alone, just Mundy throwing Duke Marshall back in the ring and Izzy getting on the apron to interrupt a pin count. No wonder the referee's done with them.
Joe Mundy telling the fans exactly what he thinks of them before he leaves. And the referee. Joe Mundy telling the referee, you better call this one down the middle.
I think, though, Riley's making a mistake here by trying to antagonise the firm. Duke Marshall's had enough time to recover in the corner.
Yeah, that's given Duke Marshall a lot of time to
And a
recover.
massive spear!
Goodness me!
That could be
you
it.
can see the way that Riley's head bounced off of the mat there.
That is a knockout blow if I've ever seen one. Duke Marshall, though, unable to get the 3 count. Riley somehow kicking out.
Riley certainly looks worse for wear in this match, Trent.
I have to say, despite how nefarious and ill-advised it is to give my support to the firm, that is one of the best spears I've ever seen from
Big
Duke Marshall.
spear. Here we go. And he's using very similar to Riley's finishing move.
And right in the middle of the ring as well. Will Riley submit? She's able to roll him up.
That's resilience. That's courage, and that's resilience. I don't know where that came from.
And there you go. That's how you do it. In the middle of the ring, Duke has nowhere to go.
He's tapped. Riley picks up the victory.
Riley has finally defeated Duke Marshall.
You have to wonder, though, Trent, how much has that taken out of Riley?
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big triple threat match for the ACW Heavyweight Championship. Redshaw, the defending champion, is taking on former champion Mr. Cliff and Downunder.
This is set to be a hard-hitting, big match here, Trent. Big men. They all have a huge history together here at ACW. Redshaw with the early slam. Tries to get the pin. Mr. Cliff tries to steal the pin. That's not going to work.
Definitely not.
Mr. Cliff, a very wily character. He knows the rules. He tries to bend them to his advantage at every opportunity he gets.
And previously on Thunderstruck, he has bent them effectively to the point where he won the ACW Heavyweight Championship in a match where if Redshaw got disqualified, he would lose the championship. And he used that to his advantage and won the championship. But
He certainly did.
we all know what happened after that. Redshaw able to reclaim the championship. Mr. Cliff felt he was owed a rematch, which, in all fairness, he was, and you gave it to him. But I don't know if he would appreciate the triple threat.
Well, triple threat, anything goes, no disqualifications here.
Mr. Cliff going in for his iconic slingshot elbow drop to Redshaw. But Downunder
Breaking up the count.
breaking up, more like just grabbing Mr. Cliff's face, and he's not looking. He's looking to make him a little bit unpretty. Mr. Cliff dodging.
And you've got to feel for Downunder here. Downunder's been seemingly the #1 contender for a long time here for the ACW Heavyweight Championship. Hasn't been able to get that title opportunity or title shot that he thinks he deserves.
But not the one-on-one championship match he thought he deserved. No doubt, he would have expected this to be a one-on-one encounter, finally able to take on Redshaw by himself, but Mr. Cliff, the former champion, obviously making his intentions known as well, wanting that match for himself.
Well, as the former champion, Mr. Cliff had the right to ask for a rematch for the championship, and he chose to ask for that rematch, and therefore it became a triple threat match.
Indeed, and you mentioned a long tenured history with these three. All three of them have fought individually, one-on-one, multiple times. Redshaw and Downunder alone, these two have had a massive rivalry spanning all across Australia.
They certainly do.
These two know, there we go, proof in the pudding right there. These two know each other's movesets incredibly well. matching, going blow for blow. Now both of them down in the middle of the ring. Mr. Cliff still on the outside.
Two big men, extremely hard hitting. I notice the Redshaw doesn't have AMT on the outside in this match. Do you think that'll make a big difference?
That could, in fact, play a difference here. AMT, the hype man of Redshaw. And these two going blow for blow here. Matching movesets.
Big hard-hitting men trading blows in the middle of the ring. Redshaw getting the upper hand now.
Downunder coming back with an elbow of his own. Off the rope. Matching elbow from Redshaw. Well, Mr. Cliff taking down Redshaw, pulling him out underneath. And Downunder smacking Cliff down the sides and locking in a camel clutch.
That could be it. This match could be over early. Mr. Cliff on the outside. I don't think you can come in and break this one up. The referee's in there asking Redshaw, do you want to give it up? But look at the power of Redshaw. Powering out of that camel clutch.
Driving Downunder into the corner. You forget how powerful a man like Redshaw actually is. He picks him up, perhaps going for the running power slam, but Downunder gets down and rolls him up just for a 2 count.
The referee right in there to make that count.
Elbow to the back of the head of Downunder, taking him down. Mr. Cliff again strategically staying on the outside.
Well, you can't get damn it hurt while you're on the outside. But you can't win the match when you're on the outside either.
No, but he sweeps Redshaw out from under his feet. Hits the ropes. A massive boot to the chest of Redshaw. Mr. Cliff picking his opportunities, picking his time. Sit down and shut up, he proclaims. Neckbreaker on the heavyweight champion. Is he perhaps going for the pedigree now here?
Looks like he is, but Downunder's back to his feet. Big boot to the face of Mr. Cliff.
Massive in the middle of the ring. And a pin. But Redshaw breaking it up. All 3 men down. Redshaw unsure who should go for at this point. Looks like Mr. Cliff is once again going to the outside, so he has to contend with Downunder once again. Mr. Cliff adds to the dichotomy of this match. These two have gone one-on-one many times, but with the wily Mr. Cliff there being a thorn in the side of these 2 men looking to try and capitalize on any opportunity given, I'm sure these two will be seen as quite an annoyance, the former champion.
And do you think Mr. Cliff's rolling to the outside because he's hurt, Trent? Or do you think he's being smart? Is Mr. Cliff being smart, rolling to the outside, staying out of this match, letting these 2 big men wear each other down, and then trying to come in and make an opportunistic, or take a chance of an opportunistic situation and get a win over one of these men?
It's ring intelligence by Mr. Cliff, no doubt.
You don't have to pin Redshaw here to become the ACW Heavyweight Champion. You just need to pin one of the other opponents in the ring.
And that's the thing, even in winning the Heavyweight Championship before, he never pinned Redshaw. Spinebuster from Downunder there, massive spinebuster, but he never actually pinned Redshaw. Again, that stipulation was if he lost by disqualification, he would lose the championship, and that's what ended up happening. So Mr. Cliff, no doubt, trying to be opportunistic. After massive spine busters to Redshaw, Downunder is frustrated. He can't keep the big man down.
And how does that play into the mind if you're Redshaw? If you're Redshaw in this match and you know Mr. Cliff could be once again the ACW Heavyweight Champion without pinning you in that ring.
I'm sure he would be frustrated. I'm sure he would be annoyed beyond belief if either Downunder or Mr. Cliff pinned one of those other men to capitalize and win the championship. For a defending champion, you want to know that it's a fair game, and it's never a fair game in a multi-man match.
It certainly isn't. Every man for himself. There's no friends in this matchup. Every man for himself.
Battling on suplexes here now, Downunder and Redshaw. These two know each other extremely well. Massive headbutt. Downunder looking to finish it if he can. But Redshaw with a knee strike. Falling low again from Downunder. These two going blow for blow here, and could we see the running power slam? And there it is! But Mr. Cliff running into the ring, sending Redshaw to the corner.
Pin on Downunder from Mr. Cliff, only the 2 count. But this is what I was talking about, Trent. That's smart from Mr. Cliff. Waiting on the outside, waiting for the opportunity, coming in when he sees that opportunity and trying to take advantage of that and get it, not only a cheap, quick win, but a win with minimal damage to himself while these other 2 men battle it out in the ring. This has been a hard-hitting match, and you've got to think that this match is going to take its toll on both Redshaw and Downunder if it continues the way it has been so far.
That's right, Mr. Cliff frustrated. The resiliency of Downunder to kick out after the running power slam. Mr. Cliff showing frustration and throwing detention slips to the crowd. And now it looks like he's bringing not only his whiteboard, but a chair into the fray as well.
I've seen this detention slip stuff, Trent. Is that like one of the most ridiculous things you have seen?
It is, but I'm questioning what's happening right now.
What's this referee doing out here? What?
He seems to, I don't know what he's trying to do here, but I think you need to go have a word.
This is anything, no, I'm not going to allow this. This match is anything goes, Trent. I'm going to go and sort this out. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, Nick, you take care of that. Nick is off trying to handle the situation where I'm not too sure what's happening, but Redshaw has a moment to catch up and to, well, perhaps take a bit of moment to keep himself together. I'm not too sure where Nick's at, but Mr. Cliff has made his way back to the ring. And here he is, Downunder recovering the chair. Looks like he's going to enact some punishment on the vice principal. And here's Nick. Nick's back now, but there he goes, right into the midsection.
Am I back? Can you hear me, Trent?
Yes, you're back, Nick, now.
Goodness me, what a mess that was. I don't know what the referee was thinking. He thought he was going to go in there and try to make this a fair fight. This is a triple threat match. Anything goes. I made this match. I made the stipulation. It is what it is.
It is. And now Redshaw thinking about using the whiteboard ever so briefly there. But Downunder seems to think that's not right. He knows that these two have gone and had many fair fights, but Downunder's never pinned Redshaw as far as I believe. And now Redshaw and Downunder face to face once again. I'm curious why Downunder was just not keen on Redshaw using the whiteboard. Obviously, you don't want to be hit with a weapon, but it's a triple threat match. Anything goes. Downunder drives him down off the second rope with a leg drop.
And that could be it. 1, 2. Oh, very near kick out from Redshaw. I thought that was it for sure. We almost had a new ACW Heavyweight Champion there.
2 3/4. That was so close, but Redshaw staying in it now.
The referee checking on both men.
And interesting tactic perhaps from Redshaw. He's got his hands on the chair. We've not seen Redshaw go to use weapons often, so this is an interesting sight. Anything goes, but I don't think Downunder realizes he has the chair in his hands. Right to the face of Downunder is the chair. Redshaw seems perplexed here, like he knows what he's just done, but is it the right thing to do? It isn't anything goes, triple threat match, but even the crowd seems perplexed at what he's done.
I don't think Redshaw wants to lose this belt. He's going to do whatever it takes to hang on to the belt. I don't think, like you said, he seems to be unsure about what he's doing. But in any event, chair to the face of Downunder, and that could be it for Downunder in this match.
Well, message clear from Redshaw. My title, my company. I'm sick of us wrestling. 2 massive kicks to the head, and that's a 3 count. Redshaw obviously is sick of Down Under, and it just decides to utilize the chair and pick up the victory, not caring.
Whatever the case, Trent, Redshaw still the ACW Heavyweight Champion. Well, Trent, Redshaw retaining the ACW Heavyweight Championship there under extremely dubious circumstances. It looks like I'm going to have to keep a close eye on Redshaw over the next few weeks.
That's right, the consequences of that match will be seen in future episodes of ACW Thunderstruck. Make sure to subscribe, and thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.